Imagine for a second that you want to make a statement, right? And push an agenda. And you make one of the most asinine comments possible. Well, especially a number of people made one of the most asinine comments possible, accusing Chuck Dixon of having never read a Batman book before, even though the man has written Batman books. You understand me? He's one of the creators. I think basically he's the creator, co-creator of Bane, right? Bane, literal Bane. You understand me? He's written Robin, Nightwing, Birds of Prey, all of this. But you decide to come out and say that, Chuck Dixon, you know what he's talking about. He never even read a Batman comic book, all because he didn't jump on board absolute Batman killing ICE agents and some kind of, artwork that they did online. It's really stupid, but let's look and find out exactly how stupid it really is, right? This article here from Fandom Pulse. Leftist influencers humiliated after accusing Bane creator Chuck Dixon of never reading a Batman book. Yeah. The comic world has been shaken since Daniel Warren Johnson posted an image of Batman in a violent position against an ICE agent over the world when he put it out there. Chuck Dixon posted a piece where Batman was instead taking down Antifa, and the left-wing influencing community went insane, calling the legendary Batman writer, creator of Bane, a tourist who never read Batman. You could imagine these people being that stupid. This is what Chuck Dixon put out there with Batman. They do thing there, but I just say it, right? Chuck Dixon is one of the most prolific Batman writers of all time. His runs not only on the Dark Knight's main line, but also with his sidekicks Nightwing, Robin, and creating Birds of Prey to make the Bat family something that spans dozens of comics. And like I've said many a time in other videos I've done, Chuck Dixon is the man most noted for bringing the character of Tim Drake Robin to the forefront, because that's the Robin a lot of people fell in love with, a lot of people really like. He is responsible for that. So another thing, he's written many Batman comics and all that. So to come out and say that, like I say, it'd be really stupid to come and do that. His work, especially the creation of the villain Bane, stands the test of time as one of the best Batman adventures ever written. Yeah, because Batman Nightfall is really freaking and amazing, because Bane not only, what happened with Bane is that you would think that a guy that big, right, with the venom and all of that, wouldn't be as smart as he is, but Bane was brilliant. He literally worked up a plan to not only exhaust Batman physically, but also mentally before breaking him and then taking over the city. It was something that really did pile up to it. The man is a legend in comics, and he's still continuing his work to this day with great books from the Ripperverse and Archive comics, exploring different genres and writing some of the best stories of his career. Yeah, but according to these nut jobs, he don't know nothing about nothing. Yeah, okay. As Daniel Warren Johnson took a lot of flack online for showing his true colors with how he hates America and wants ICE agents treated like criminals for enforcing the law, many artists got in on making different versions of his sketch, mocking Johnson's extreme leftism. It is of note that Johnson is currently working on Absolute Batman, and in his annual issue he's writing making a villain white supremacist, of which he stated at San Diego Comic-Con it's a reaction to him being mad about the current political environment. So basically mad about the politics, so he decided to go and write that into his book. Yeah, this is what This is the thing we're talking about here when you put out there with Batman and a police ICE agent has man in a headlock, like looking to kill him and all of that. That's what he was doing. Chuck Dixon was one of those people who posting ads showing Batman taking down Antifa activists, which went viral on X because of its poignant style and because the legendary Batman creator himself chimed in on the issue. So he put it out because this is what Daniel Warren Johnson had before. Chuck Dixon had this put on, he put it there, Batman takes down some jokers, right? Antifa running down, Batman is taking them down. Okay. Immediately the left found the post and started trying to attack Dixon on the art he posted, many claiming he didn't understand Batman or had never read a Batman comic. Peak irony, as most of these people probably don't actually read Batman comics. Probably don't, they don't read it. So this is what they have to say. One here, Transiliana says the conservative fascists that never even touched a Batman comic. Yeah. Show me that you tell me that you know nothing about comics, nothing about Chuck Dixon without saying it, and there it is. There it is. Says the conservative fascist that never even touched a Batman comic. Good Lord, but Chuck Dixon is so confused. Look here. One attacked his career output with Horseman, a great book from the Ripperverse that the person probably hasn't read as well. This is what next one put here. Chuck, your career fell off so badly you created a Batman knockoff who dresses like a effing horse gimp. Actually, Horseman, whatever, that is really cool. I actually do need to read it. I need to order that. I keep forgetting to do that, but I need to order that and read a Horseman, yeah? Chuck's reply is quite the flex, given that he recently had a Jason Statham movie made from one of his new characters. But yeah, my career really fell off. Yeah, A Working Man is based on a character that Chuck Dixon created recently. So yeah, his career really did fall off. A bunch of nitwits. But they continued on. Another hater called the art AI slop. Even funnier as the art was drawn by another legend in the comic industry, Sergio Carello, who has some of the best work in the medium to his credit. I don't know why people come up with this whole AI slop kind of thing, like AI this and the other, or that. No, because you could make AI digital art. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think you should put AI into comic books or something like that. No, you have artists who could do that, but I don't see people doing them kind of thing. But I can AI, so I think when it have AI digital posters and AI digital art, I have seen some of them, they look really good, but when people just desperate to find something to kick the crowd about, like, an AI someone but they are dog then, huh? Because it isn't AI, but they just keep digging themselves deeper into that pit. The post went viral because several left-wing influencers like Evan Loves Wolf also attacked Chuck Dixon's bona fides with Batman. This is what this one put here. A guy who has never read a Batman comic. He's written several of them, you idiot. But no, I think these people expose themselves as never, as knowing nothing about comic books, nothing about people like that. No, they just jump in and they just pile on because why? Social media tells them they need to do this. That's it. The most ironic part is these people seem to not realize that the character is largely thought of as an right-wing and called fascist or worse by DC Comics, who are on the left when it comes to continuity. DC Comics don't even care. But it goes to show the left doesn't read or understand comics. Perhaps that's why DC Comics sales are so terrible these days. Maybe they should beg someone like Chuck Dixon to write Batman and make him great again. I would love to see a Chuck Dixon Batman comic. I would love to see that. That would, Chuck Dixon start writing Batman again. I would love to see that. But no, these idiots expose themselves You want to claim Chuck Dixon, a man who has years of experience when it comes to Batman. He's written Batman comics. Oh, he never read a Batman comic. Oh, he know nothing about Batman comics. I am quite sure Chuck Dixon knows more about Batman than any of you. But no, you just need to go out there and expose how absolutely moronic you are. Well, mission accomplished. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like it, you can hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell, be notified every time I post a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.